Hi, I'm Jay. Welcome back to just Jay's Guitar Show. That's it. It's really simple. As I said in the introduction, this is just more or less an educational show. Not only am I a guitar player, I've also been a teacher in the past. I'm not anymore, but I do still have that degree. And the episode today is about, or the vlog today is about doing the Chucka-Chucka. It's essentially a technique for when you don't know what to do, which is great when when you don't actually have any kind of ability to access guitar lessons. So this thing is geared for people who are curious about people who learn how to play guitar without any kind of lessons, or people who are younger and don't have the resources like I did. For whatever reason, I didn't have them. To not have any guitar lessons, but are learning by listening through records, and now with YouTube, you of course can get free lessons online. That was a different kind of teacher altogether. It has nothing to do with the fact that I can't instruct a little bit of guitar and talk about funny stories from being in the music business as well. This is a true story from an actual audition. There was a situation in someone else's band where their guitar player couldn't actually comp in the Chucka-Chucka way for a funk thing. So when I went to the audition in New York, I believe, it was that kind of thing they wanted they wanted their own guitar player to do. And I don't exactly remember the entire details of what the guitar player that they had was missing. But I showed up and with the bass player and the drummer, and they're just like, what else are you gonna do? Except they're just like, can you do this kind of classic funk comping, which is with the Chucka-Chuckas. And I'm like, that is that all you want me to do? It's so simple. And I'm 25, I think, at the time. And in my mind, I'm like, I think that's the first or second thing I learned how to do. How is it this guy doesn't know how to do it? I'll save the lesson for auditioning for the end of this little bit. But I have to stop saying I know it's a problem, but I don't remember what song exactly it was when I was 12, I think, when I was playing along. But I remember learning or figuring out a few notes to a certain song, and let's just say it's those three notes. which is the 12th fret on the B string and the 10th fret and the 8th fret. So let's just say after that little melody, it would go to a different part in the song, whatever song it was. Now I'm curious as to what song it was. I would just start, because it seemed natural to me, or for whatever reason, I would just like do that Chucka-Chucka sound, in my head. I'd just go. And intermittently, as the cassette or vinyl was playing, the cold vinyl now, as the record was playing on the record thing, I would just like, try very hard to like match other notes and try to get like a little bit in. So it'd be like maybe. That note works okay, When we get to the chords, it's the third or fourth one. No, it's not that. Don't know those chords, but I'm chucka-chucking along. It's a great way to fake on stage as well, if you don't know what you're doing, because you are contributing to the rhythm section. I just, personally, I don't like to do that many strings at the once, so I'll just do like some low ones and pretend that I know what I'm doing. And depending on the song, rhythmically, what you wind up doing with your fingers or your pick or plectrum, depending on what you play with, because using your fingers, of course, is you can get some interesting sounds, especially when you're recording later on. But so the interesting part about that addition was, here's an interesting tip: go with the flow when people start. So like the addition went well, and I was like, I was standing there like for I think like half an hour. The addition was, where I'm just comping like that for a while, and I just, like they really wanted to make sure that I could do it for however long it was. But afterwards they, it became, like, they really wanted to be friends, which is nice. And so it was like, hey man, do you like it's just like B-grade slasher films, which at the time, I didn't really have any appreciation for. And they started listening. You know, the first movie the person lifted was it was like it was a movie with a cave that everyone fell down, and then I guess they all turned on each other, but and I was like, I was like, I don't know because I haven't really seen it. You know, I just remember the synopsis, and I was like, I don't know, I'm not sure. I don't think it's really my thing, man. And they're like, well, what about like Texas Chainsaw Massacre? I'm like, that's pretty violent for me, man. You know, just like that. Just kind of play guitar, you know. And then they started listing all these other horror movies, and I'm like, is this like a hippie funk band or what? You guys are, like, they were wearing like tie-dye shirts and stuff. What's going on here, man? So just say yes, and watch those horror movies that they were saying. Like, I've been meaning to catch up on it and things like that. Because ultimately, there is one way to look at it, which is they are, your employer. Which at the time I was too young to really appreciate. And there are a huge amount of addition stories like that, but I really wanted to get one out of the way. And that's a really harmless one. So thank you all for watching today. Due to what's going on with my throat, I'm not going to perform a song again, and hopefully I'll be able to do the song for this part tomorrow morning, which is a really cool song called Ashes. And thank you all for coming, and I hope that you learned something, and keep on playing. Take care.